Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Rhonda Donahue and I am here with Tracy Smith. I'm going to share my screen here. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. And just want to thank Tracy. I'm honored to be here with her today. She's full of wisdom. She's been in the wellness industry for 25 years, and she is amazing. She's a rapid transformation therapist, and she does hypnosis, and she also does body code emotion. She's a practitioner for that, and also a spiritual and emotional mentor. She has a huge heart. She's a beautiful light of energy, and I personally have used her services and was amazed. Really helped me a lot, and so I'm really honored to have her here today with me. And I've been in the industry for about 30 years, and I own a wellness center in Orange County. And I've written a couple books, and I have a PhD in nutritional science, and I'm also a Reiki master teacher. And I enjoy teaching and educating people on health and nutrition. Okay, so what? There we go. Okay. So today, I just want us to always believe that something wonderful is going to happen. And if you wake up every day with that, frame of mind and expecting something wonderful to happen, then it probably will. And so today we're going to be talking about high vibration energy. And we are going to do a card drawing. We're going to do a food tarot card. It's really interesting. I got these about 4 years ago, and we'll have fun with those. We're going to give you some nutritional, mental, and emotional tips on how to get that high vibration energy. And also we're going to, at the end, we're going to talk about the LifeWave stem cell activation, the light and energy for that. Okay. First of all, I'd just like to say that I put this disclaimer in here. All of our information here is for educational purposes only. We do not claim to treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We encourage you to look at the research and studies so that you can make your own choices and decide for yourself if these or any other therapies or products are for you. And of course, if you have any health issues, it's always a good idea to ask your doctor if you have questions. Okay, so we are going to do the food card, and I'm going to draw a food card, and then I'm going to read it. First of all, I'm just going to read a little expert on this. It's called The Food Tarot, a Guide to Intuition Eating, and it's by Katie Yersheshin. And she says that you are what you eat. Today's cutting-edge nutrition, coupled with the knowledge of ancient wisdom, proves that this statement is truer than ever. Food choices not only affect physical health, but also mental clarity, emotional balance, and spiritual awareness. Okay, so I'm going to pick one, and each card has a different food on it, which are high energy or high vibration foods or healthy foods. And this one will just be the one that we are supposed to learn about today. So it is, oops, it's a blank card. Hold on. Let me draw another one. Weird. 2 blank cards in a row. Not sure what the blank cards are. Probably when you do a layout.
That means you can eat anything you want.
Great card. Okay, so the card that I drew is beet, for beets, and the what's associated with beets are family. So I'm going to read what it says here about beets. Okay, beets. It says, beets have a deep earthy flavor and a vibrant blood red color. If you have pulled this beet card, it is time to remember your own blood in the form of family. Family is tied to ancestral roots that give insight into your identity today. Family is also connected with traditions that provide a framework for honoring ancestors, culture, and spirit. If you desire genuine connections, have felt lost or homeless, then call upon your family. Family in this sense not only includes those you were raised with or are biologically connected to, but also the larger human family, those you meet along the way who make your life meaningful. It is time for reconnection and a time to honor your ancestors. Get in touch with some of your family traditions and spark new life into them. Feel the beat of your heart. Know it is the same rhythm of all those with whom you are connected. And so the beets are, some of the nutritional benefits are they're help kidneys by dissolving and eliminating acid crystals. They also are high in betaine, which helps to detoxify the liver. And they are high in potassium, fiber, magnesium, and boron. They are also high in vitamins A, C, and the Bs. And the greens part of the beets are high in iron, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and protein. And the greens contain oxalic acid, so you want to eat that in moderation. So that's about the beets. That was a great card to draw. So we'll check on where the beet is on our high vibration pyramid here in a minute. But I do want to emphasize that in order to have a high vibrancy diet, nutrition, it's really important to eat organic foods that are not, do not have pesticides and chemicals on them. So if you can eat as many foods organic as possible, that's great. And also eat locally grown. There's a lot of locally grown farmers that you can find. And if you can't find any, it's always good to grow your own, even if it's just a few plants. I just started growing my own. I have like 6 different things that I'm growing right now, and it's really fun. And it's really great if you can pick something fresh off the bush or the tree and eat it right there. That has the highest vibration and energy and nutrient value when you can do that. So I always encourage people, and I think more and more people are starting to have home gardens, which is great. Also eat and drink raw fruits and vegetables. Raw still has all the nutrients and enzymes in them. So, drink those green juices and eat raw fruits and vegetables whenever you can. And then drink pure, clean water, of course, not tap water. And then also look at high vibration superfoods, and we're going to look at that here. So here you can see that on the left there's a higher karma and a lower karma arrow here. So, and the higher karma has a higher megahertz of frequency vibration for the food. And along the bottom you see they're basically dead foods, all the cooked foods, hot dogs, burgers, pizza. Those are really dead foods. They're cooked and they have no nutrients. They just fill your stomach up. So as you move up to the next level, the eggs, cheese, milk, cream, all the donuts, cakes, cookies, still lower karma, below 0 megahertz. And so those foods, again, they're filling your spot, they're filling your comfort food, craving, whatever. But we're used to eating a lot of those things, and it takes time to eliminate or avoid a lot of these foods. So then moving up, we start to get into the megahertz of 0 to 5, and that's the cabbage, lettuce, spinach, peas, kale, cauliflower, all those great green cabbage and vegetables, even potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams, beans, and roasted nuts. Pumpkin is really good. And of course, any of these that you cook, they will lose some of their life force and some of their nutrient values. So try not to overcook them or eat them raw. The next one up are really important. These are the higher frequencies, and you can consume these obviously in raw form because they're mostly fruits here. And the first one on the list is apples. Of course, you know, if you have an apple every day, I mean, that's would be great. Blueberries are really high vibrancy foods, great for the brain. There's all these different foods here. These fruits are really important to have a little bit each day. And really a serving is about a half a cup. So if you have a half a cup of, say, three of these items in one day, you can have those as snacks in between meals, or you can juice them. Although when you juice these, you do lose some of the fiber. So, but try and eat as many as you can. And again, it's not a lot. You don't have to eat a lot, just a little bit of each, 3 or 4 of them a day is really great. And then moving back up a little bit further, raw chocolate has a pretty good high frequency. Seaweed, of course, almonds, raw cocoa, spirulina. I love spirulina. I found a beautiful source of spirulina, and I drink that. It's a liquid one, which is really easy. Sometimes the powders don't taste very well, but this is a very pure source. Lemons, you know, put lemon on everything. Grow a lemon tree. I have a lemon tree. And limes, of course, goji berries and mangosteen. So those are a little bit higher vibrancy foods. The super high foods listed here: wheatgrass, phytoplankton, chlorophyll, essential oils. And so those, you know, are good to have. If you haven't tried them, you can try them. Wheatgrass, sometimes you can get in health food stores, juice stores, and just a little shot. That's really good for a lot of nutrients and phytonutrients. And chlorophyll, of course, is great. Also, a lot of green nutrients in that. So that's the high vibrancy and pyramid. And if you could take a screenshot if you want to save that, and you know, refer to it if you want. So we picked beets, and let's see, is beets even on here? Yes, beets are in the 0 to 5 megahertz here. So that's a pretty good, you know, it's a good, and of course beets you can eat raw, but most of the time they cook them, but just lightly cook them if you need to. Okay, and beet juice is great. I usually have a beet juice I get at the local health food store. I have one at least once a week. I buy a big jar of it, and then I drink a little bit each day because I love beets. So that's the pyramid. Oh, the essential oil. So rose oil is typically cited as the highest frequency essential oil. I thought I'd throw this in because on the top of that pyramid, it says essential oil. So rose oil has been known to be a high frequency. And then, although research has been also saying that Idaho blue spruce has even higher megahertz. And I haven't never tried that, but when I found this, I'm going to try it. I'm going to check it out. Okay, so with that, I'm done with that food part, and I would like to have Tracy come on and share her wisdom today. Tracy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All righty.
So thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Rhonda. And then this portion, what we're going to do is talk about energy, because everything is energy. We are energetic beings. As Dr. Wayne Dyer has said in his famous quote, we're spiritual, energetic beings in a physical body and having a physical experience. So each day we're accustomed to doing daily physical care for our bodies, brushing our hair, washing our face, brushing our teeth, etc. In each day we should also include doing energy self-care tips, taking care of our energetic body. And you want to get your energy stimulated and activating so that you have the most maximum amount of energy and you get the most out of your day. And our bodies have different energy systems and different energy pathways. Okay? So Each pathway goes through the body, affects different parts of the body, the energy systems, your chakra energy systems. We're familiar with traditional Chinese medicine and the governing meridians. There's the magnetic field or aura around us, which we're accustomed to as our personal space. So in our body, we have energy that flows vertically from head to toe and from toe to head, but we also have energy that flows laterally all the way around. And we also have energy centers that flow in a spiral direction. So we're just going to slide to the next slide. So being the fact that our bodies are energy, and energy needs to flow just the same as our body needs to have our blood flow easily, efficiently, and effortlessly to keep our health going, our energy needs to be flowing just as much. And if our energy gets blocked, or the flow gets sluggish, or it just completely stops, then we experience that in a physical discomfort or challenges, illnesses, diseases, a lack of range of motion, and also an emotionally challenge that. And with the fact that our energy flows freely, you want to be conscious of the health of the energy and the health of the flowing, because that will promote overall wellness of the circulations within our body. So we have the circulation of blood, the circulation in the digestive system, the flow and circulation through the nervous system, the lymphatic system, the endocrine system. And we want to keep that healthy. So let's go to the root of it, which is keep our energy flow. So on the next one, you stimulate your energy in the morning. Have you had a morning where you wake up and you feel I'm really just a little bit too tired and everything? So we have a tip later on, just stimulating your energy, getting you maxed out and ready to go. Then it comes into knowing the difference of your energy. We're accustomed where we define our energy as I have an energy to do it, so I need a little bit of caffeine or something to stimulate me and give me more energy. When you can do that on your own by stimulating the energy within you, you will feel more alive, awake, and aware. And then this helps you be more present within each and every moment. And it's getting accustomed to feeling our energy and understand that. Many times we've had a day where we wake up, or maybe at the end of the day, we just don't feel like ourselves. We feel as if we're off. Something's a kilter. We really can't put our finger on it. That is an indication that we're being aware that the flow of energy around us, something's either blocked or stuck. When we go through our day, our energy's flowing, and we really aren't aware of how it's flowing until we are taught, until we learn about it, and we become aware of it. So as we go to the next slide, your energy can be stimulated with your emotional vibration. We have an emotional energy body. We have a physical energy body. We have what we call the psychological or mental energy body. And then our essence, our source, our spiritual energy body. Our energy is affected by our emotions, because our emotions are actual physical molecules that the body produces. The same as we're familiar with the stress cortisone is an actual physical molecule. And we have learned as we go through life that if we do not allow the stress to reduce, take time out, take rest, recharge, those stress molecules can accumulate, and then our body suffers the consequences. And it's the same with our emotions. And when we were growing up, we really were not taught how to properly process our emotions. We were told, stuff it, don't cry. We were told, don't show your emotions. You're a sissy, or you're less than, or you're judged, or you're criticized if you did. So one easy tip to stimulate your energy through your entire body is to stay in an attitude of gratitude. And in this chart, it shows the different emotions, and on the left-hand side is the megahertz that they, that they vibrate at. And we're familiar that when we're happy, we're joyful, we're relaxed, we feel much lighter, much open, much more flexible. And when we're angry, tight, frustrated, stressed, we feel very tight, restricted, and drawn inward. And we feel heavy and lethargic. So choosing to live in an attitude of gratitude, you're keeping your body, your cellular body, the energetic body, the frequencies of the energy vibrating at a higher level, and that promotes overall wellness within your body, mind, soul, and heart. So take the commitment to yourself and give yourself the gift that every morning and every night I'm starting my day in an attitude of gratitude and giving blessings and giving gratitude for the blessings and blessings to the gratitude. But when you do the gratitude, many of us say, oh, okay, I got a gratitude for this and this, and we write it down and we're done. Take a minute, stop, pause, think of that gratitude, and then feel it. I've had some clients ask me, well, how do I feel a cup of coffee? It's like easy. Close your eyes and just feel the joy of that first sip of the cup of coffee. Just how it tastes going over your lips, over your tongue, and you can just feel that nice warmth fill your belly up. So again, take a minute, think of the things and the blessings that you can be grateful for, and then feel it. Just feel, as you close your eyes, the joy of your grandchild coming running to you with the arms open. Or you come in and your puppy or your kitty come and greet you. So add feeling the gratitude that you have. So as we go to our next slide, and that another way to stimulate your energy, and this is a very lovely, easy technique, is your thymus gland is considered the regulator of your energy. And a nice, easy way to stimulate it, and we're just all going to do it together and come a little rather close. You want to take 2 fingers, and then right here where your clavicle is, just underneath your clavicle, 2 fingers width, you just want to very gently tap in. Very soft, very gently. Tap inward. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap in. It's nice and easy. While you're doing this, add the vibration of gratitude. And just give gratitude. 1, you can tap in. 2, the communication neurologically that your hands and fingers are doing what you're asking. 3, your skin is healthy and you can feel that gentle tapping inward. 4, you can feel your energy start to flow and you feel a little bit lighter, a little bit, oh, I got some good energy with me. I didn't need 5 cups of coffee. Now, as we go to our second, so this is you going to the next slide, is our polarity. So the polarity is the flow of the energy. And in polarity, it's also considered the negative and the positive ions. So the positive ions, which are the damaging ions, you want negative ions to balance it out, which is a beauty if you have the Himalayan salt lamps and they heat up, it's discharging discharging negative ions, which negate the positive ions. So positive ions can come from all the different Wi-Fi, they can come from electrical wiring, they can come from your cell phone, and this and that. So in polarity, making sure that the systems are flowing so that the energy that's supposed to be going down the pathways in the traditional Chinese medicine, the energy that's supposed to be spiraling in the Ayurvedic and the chakras and the energy centers, the energy that's going lateral in your magnetic field that surrounds you, we have it lateral and vertical, going in the right direction, okay? So polarity is, very easy to get your polarity. You want to very gently, just again, 2 fingers, so right where you were, go counterclockwise. So again, you want the energy when you readjust it, it's to flow counterclockwise. So just take the 2 fingers from the base and then go counterclockwise. And I'm like, okay, counterclockwise, making sure I demo this right. And then just do it 6 to 8 times, just very gently. And while you're doing it, just give gratitude that all the energy systems easily adapt. And then it's like a pause, stop, and then they just turn around and go the right direction. Okay. So 3 simple ways. Number 1, your emotional energy. Give yourself the gift and say, I'm living in an attitude of gratitude. if challenges come and difficulties, they're really just an opportunity to learn from and to keep going forward. So as you embrace whatever comes your way and say, I'm going to utilize it to learn, to get better, to improve myself and my awareness, then gratitude, embrace it, relax, say, you know what? It's really not worth my energy to get uptight, to get tense, and to let my triggers and my buttons and react to them. Because that energy you could use to creating a wonderful experience or memory throughout the rest of the day. And then the second one we talked about was stimulating your energy, tapping on the thymus gland. Third was your polarity, that counterclockwise. Okay. Now our fourth one is your psychological energy. And your psychological health and well-being is your mental perspective and your attitude. Our thoughts are similar to arrows of energy that are constantly emitted outward to the universe all the time, every second. Our energetic arrow thoughts are also emitted inward to ourselves. And that can be in the form of self-talk. It can be in the form of praising. So you want to be consciously aware of your thoughts that you have continually repeating within your mind. You want to be aware of the repetitive self-talk that you are telling yourself and the intensity of it. Because the more intensity that we have in what we're saying outward or what we're saying inward, that is a more intense reaction that is going to be occurring. Okay? So the thoughts that go through your mind, they go through your mind, but you have the choice. You have the strength and you have the will to choose those thoughts you want to focus on. You can stop a thought and go, wait a minute, I'm negated. I don't think that way anymore. You can choose to praise yourself. You can choose to say, I got this. It's good. It's all going to work out. I expect it to work out one way or form. However it does, it's going to work out. But you want to be aware of the thoughts you're telling yourself, of the intensity of those thoughts you're telling yourself, and are you building yourself up or are you tearing yourself down? And that you can control your thoughts and you can have a choice of your thoughts, but what you cannot have a choice of and what you cannot control is the physical and the emotional reaction those thoughts create within your body, because your body experiences a physical and emotional reaction to every thought you either send out to somebody else or you have inward. And the words you say out to people or you say inward, the beliefs that you say outward or the beliefs inwards. And ask yourself, would you talk to a loved one or a friend with the way that you talk to yourself? So begin to start to build yourself up, praise yourself. You're wonderful, you're worth it, and care for your energy. Caring for your energy is caring for your well-being. So may you continue to thrive in all that you do and choose to live joy and gratitude, and then give yourself a daily uplift. And thank you very much. And on that note, if you so choose, each day we send out a daily inspiration from Blissful Release. And then you can just go to my website, Blissful Release Now, and join into the website. And it's a very short email because everyone has a busy day. So it just has a word of the day, it has a quote, has a little bit about the word of the day. And then there is a short 1 to 2 minute YouTube about the video. So thank you very much. And as giving yourself high energy foods to nourish the well-being of your body, give yourself high energy food for your thought muscles every day. And thank you for joining Dr. Rhonda and I. And now I'm handing it back to Dr. Rhonda to continue.
I have a question for Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm really bad at the negative self-talk, and I would never talk to anybody, even a stranger like that. But when you catch yourself, what do you say? Like, don't do that, or I mean, when you're actually aware of it for that one moment, when you realize you're doing it to yourself, how do you start breaking that? I guess that's my question.
So when you've already start breaking it because you've become aware of it. So what we're aware of, we can change. 2, you don't need to say don't do that, because it's as if you're disciplining yourself.
Right.
So it would be, you caught it and then switch it around. So an example is, I grew up very, very big. So I always said, I'm fat, I'm never going to be successful. It's like, switch it around. So it's like, I'm the perfect ideal weight and I'm successful. So take a time, if you can, sometime this week, and then just write some self-talk that you have noticed and become aware of that's very repetitive, and then write the reverse out of it. So when you catch that thought coming in, then you go, wait,
Yeah.
and then replace it.
Right.
And then give yourself a high five and praise yourself. Because the most important words that we say are the words that we say to ourselves. And our body believes the praise that we say to ourselves much more than the praise somebody else does. Because when somebody else praises us, our natural reaction in our body is, uh-oh, there's a catch behind that. Or I have to praise them back. I have to repay them.
So be humble and not accept it or whatever. Yeah.
Right. So praise yourself, and then when someone praises you, go, thank you. And then praise yourself for saying thank you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here.
Okay, wow, that was amazing, Tracy. Really, I mean, really great information, and very exciting to be able to share that with people. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go on to and talk about the stem cell therapy. Excuse me. You've probably heard on the news or from friends or seen it on TV, the whole stem cell industry, where you can go and get injections and stem cells and put into your body, and it's very expensive. Insurance doesn't cover it. They're still researching and fine-tuning. There's a long ways to go in the research in this industry, but it is a huge industry, and most people have heard about it, and most people have heard about the stem cell injections, and many are, say, no, I don't want to do stem cell injections, it's very invasive or it's too expensive. And so they just, don't do anything, or they hear about someone that had the injections and they did not have the results they hoped for. Some people have results for a while and then it reverts back. And there's different reasons for that. And we'll talk a little bit about that further. But when I heard about the LifeWave stem cell activation patches, I was actually researching the stem cell injection therapies because I work with a lot of doctors that were looking at it as well. And when I saw the patches, I thought, wow, if this really works at activating your own stem cells in your own body, this could really be amazing. And that's exactly what it does. It's a patch that you put on your skin and it elevates your own stem cells. There's no injections. It's very safe. It's affordable. It's actually proven to enhance stem cell activity. And the company is LifeWave, and they've been in the industry for 15 years. And they pretty much own this space of technology called biophotomodulation. And they have over 100 patents and clinical studies, excuse me. And they're currently in over 100 countries. So when I heard about them, I thought, wow, if this works, this could really help a lot of people. And the industry could be a great opportunity to expand this whole product. And so I saw, when I first was introduced to it, I saw this little video. So I'm going to just show this 2-minute video real quick, kind of give you an overview.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. Since 2004, LifeWave has been delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the world, always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells, a true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part, like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body, how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Imagine investing in companies like these when they first went public and riding their growth to where they are today. Those who made wise decisions to get involved gained incredible wealth. Now it's your turn. When it comes to regenerative anti-aging science, stem cells are the future. And thanks to LifeWave, you are at the forefront of it all. Don't miss out. X39 puts you on the threshold of explosive growth in your business like no other product ever could. And all you need to do is try it and share it with others. The LifeWave X39 patch, an absolute breakthrough. For your body, for your business. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave today. We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our
Okay, so like it said in the little video that our stem cells decline with age. In fact, by age 60, we've lost 90% of our stem cell activity. And this is really important. The New England Journal of Medicine has stated that the #1 indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in the bloodstream. So we need to do something because as we age, we're losing our stem cell activity. Some of the things that cause the stem cells to become inactive besides aging is stress, inflammation, normal wear and tear, injury, disease, radiation, toxicity, heavy metals, poor circulation, dehydration. Now, all of these are low frequency things that happen to us, and a lot of them we cannot avoid, some we can limit, but we're still losing them, even if you are trying to keep some of these areas into normal range. We're aging and we are losing our stem cell activity. And our stem cells are so important. They are called the master cells, and they're actually the building blocks of the entire body. And they're the only cell, we have a lot of cells in our body, but they're the only cell that can actually divide and duplicate and make new stem cells. And once they do that, then they can go and become other cells. They're the only cells that can actually become other cells. Like if we need more kidney cells or brain cells, they will go and turn into those cells in that time of need for our body. And they are designed to repair every organ and tissue in our body. So that's why they're so important. And I don't know if you've heard of Dr. Dietrich Klinghardt. He's well known in the light and biophotomodulation industry. He's written several books. He's a sought after speaker on lots of different topics, especially when it comes to light in the human biofield. And he says that when your cell loses that ability to create, send, or receive light, then the physical tissue can become dysfunctional or ill. So when if you have an injury or you're ill, your light emissions are low, and we need to replenish that. And that's one of the reasons why the research with LifeWave, it took them 15 years to develop this patch, and they use these acupuncture points because they're specialized for light emitting and light receiving transmitters. And they use these sites for the placement of the stem cell activation patch. And the patches are not transdermal. Inside the patch, there are organically based nanocrystals. And when you place it on the skin, it's activated by the heat of the body, and it reflects a specific wavelength of light in the infrared and visible spectra into the skin. And this increases production of a peptide called GHK-Q copper peptide. And this copper peptide is proven to activate more stem cells. And they activate the stem cells so that you can repair wherever your body needs repair. And the placement for the X39 patch is on the back of the neck on C7, or just below the navel, and that is called the triple warmer spot. And so those two spots shown in the studies show the highest benefits to wear the patch, and you wear it for 12 hours on and during the day, and you take it off at night and throw it away, and because at night is when you rest and repair. So you work 12 hours on during the day, 12 hours off at night. And it's very important to keep hydrated while using this product. Think about it. Water is a carrier of not only our nutrients, but also energy in our body. And so we want to make sure we have the hydration to increase the circulation of the energy, okay? So very important. You can Google on PubMed.gov GHK copper peptides, and you will find that these are amazing in themselves. They have multiple biological actions. They stimulate vessel and nerve outgrowth. It increases collagen, elastin in our skin. It also improves tissue repair, and also for the tissue repair in the skin, the lung, bony tissue, liver, and even the stomach lining, which is really important for all the gut issues people are having. So the GHK also has powerful cell protective actions, such as multiple anti-cancer activities and anti-inflammatory actions. So many, many benefits with the GHK copper peptides, which the X39 patch elevates. Okay, there's also a book I highly recommend if you want to research more on this, GHK copper peptides by Lauren Pickert. It's considered the holy grail of skincare and anti-aging, elevating these peptides. They also rewrite over 4,000 of our genes. So that's why David Schmidt says this really, it's not really anti-aging, it's actually age reversal. And that's why, like so many people, I've been, like myself, who have been wearing this now for a year, I actually feel younger. I feel like I'm 20 or 30 years younger overall, energy and strength and endurance and mental clarity. And I just feel really good. And many people are experiencing the same thing. I've also experienced my hair is growing back again. It's not falling out like it used to. my floaters and my eyes are gone. I also, my skin is softer. Of course, when I first started wearing it, the very first day, I felt the mental clarity and the energy. And interesting, I had 4 months prior to starting the X39 patch, I had some hip pain, and that went away completely and after 5 days and has not come back. So it's pretty interesting. The longer you wear the patch, the more things are going to repair and regenerate in your body. Everyone is different. So depending on what you need repaired in your body, and what happens is the stem cells go into your, start activating, and they're going to go wherever your weakest link is. So if you have a hurt knee and you don't feel pain relief right away from your knee, know that it's working on something else, some internal organ, for example, and know that it'll eventually get to that pain. But it has to really start bringing down the inflammation in the body. And everybody's different on how quickly you start normalizing these organs and systems. And again, I strongly recommend drinking lots of water, because that really will help. So some of the benefits that people are experiencing are dramatic pain relief, and some people within minutes and some people within days. Everybody's different. Also, more energy, of course. Sports performance. We have a lot of athletes that love these patches. It helps performance and recovery after exercise, and also helps endurance. Also, people are sleeping better. It improves the quality of sleep, and people are sleeping deeper and longer. Hair growth. So this also helps with hair growth. And we have these are before and after pictures of some hair growth. Pretty impressive. And so everybody's different. My hair is not falling out like it used to and growing back. And I'm really excited with that. Also scar removal. So when you activate stem cells, the skin starts to do what's called remodeling, and it actually alters the structure of the skin. And so we're seeing that old scars even are being healed, and new scars, of course, heal incredibly well without either no scarring or minimal scarring. And I personally have been using that for a burn that I got and a couple scrapes. I would put the X39 patch on it, and I'm light and fair skin, and usually I will scar even a little nick of a scratch. And so I'm noticing that I'm not scarring when I put the X39 on any scratch, or like I said, that one burn that I had. Wound healing. And so when we have an injury or a wound, our body is naturally going to send the stem cells to heal. But if there's not enough there, as we age, then it's going to take longer to heal from that injury. So by elevating them, we have quicker healing time frames, and much quicker. Like this, for example, this was a snowboarding accident. He was wearing the patch from day 1 to day 5. Pretty fast recovery, really fast recovery. Also, wrinkle reduction because of the skin benefits. The collagen, it helps increase the collagen in the skin. And this is usually noticeable over 4 to 12 weeks. Now, I got a facial yesterday, and my gal, I haven't been to her for like 6 months because of the shutdown, but she goes, "What are you doing to your skin? It's really tight." She goes, like, most people have to do like Botox to get rid of wrinkles and, tighten up their skin. And she says the collagen in your skin has increased. And I'm like, wow, so and I don't notice as well. I notice my skin is softer, and it just feels better. But for her to say that, I mean, she's with the light and the magnified and everything. So it was pretty exciting when she told me that yesterday. So this is Mandy. This is a 12-month X39 showing of how her transformation in her face and skin, you can see just really a big difference. And I'm going to have to see if I can't find a year-old picture of me. Maybe I'll put together a picture like this.
Yes, I think you should.
Also, youth renewal, like I said, that it rewrites thousands of genes to a young, and in the DNA to a younger state. So we're looking at longer and healthier life. This is a 93-year-old woman. She lives in Denmark, and she had a lot of multiple health issues. This is 2 months of wearing the X39 patch. Amazing. Look at the light in her face and just the energy. It's beautiful. And my mother is a good example too. Last year, she was on her deathbed. She had shingles. She had lost weight. She couldn't even walk. We had to get her a walker and a scooter, electric scooter, because she couldn't walk. And she was losing her memory. She was hallucinating. And in January, end of December, I started giving her the X30M patch. And now, 9 months later, she is a totally different person. She's up and going down the stairs, or in her garden, cutting her palm trees or short palm trees. She's doing yard work. Her memory's back. She's gained a little weight back. She's just has all this great energy. And so older people they just soak this up because, for one, their stem cells have declined. And they've lost that vitality, that energy. And that's what's beautiful about these patches, is that it brings back that light energy that we all need, because we are energy beings, we are light beings. We need light, just like when we go out in the sun, and that ultraviolet light will cause a biochemical response in our bodies to make more vitamin D. That's one example how we must have light in our life. And so it's really exciting to have this patch to help our have our bodies replenish that light that we need to heal. I wanted to throw this brain mapping study in here. There's 3 participants. Here's one, and you'll see in session 1, the red is inflammation and hyperactivity. And all 3, you can see the difference. This one, the red in the session 1, and the blue, the red's diminished on session 3. And these are 1 week apart. So within 3 weeks, here too, all of them were hyperactive, and it calmed, the X39 patch calmed the brain down and allowed the neurons to communicate more effectively. Many of this, in fact, she had lower blood pressure. She also had less pain. So this was just 3 of the participants in this study. I didn't want to spend a lot of time put them all on there, but you get an idea. All of them are like this. And it's really amazing when you bring down inflammation in the body and in the brain, particularly first, because your body follows your brain. That's why it's so important what you tell yourself, because your body's going to follow and listen to that. But when you bring down that inflammation in your brain and then it goes on into your body, you're going to have real cellular age reversal. You're going to have that pain reduction. You're going to have, better sleep. You're going to have more energy. And so if you know anybody, or you would like to have any of these benefits, please let us know, and we can show you how to get started with it. You can be a customer, and for 30 patches for $149.99. You can also become a preferred customer, and you get 30-day patches sent to you each month. You can cancel at any time after 3 months. They do like you to stay for 3 months, because you get a 90-day money-back guarantee. So why wouldn't you try it for 3 months, and you get the special price of $99? That's a great place to start. If you like the product and you want to share it, then you can at that time, after using it as a customer, you can change into a member or an affiliate, like Tracy and I, And that's where you get the $99 price per month, but you also get special packages and pricing, and you also get to share it with other people. And when you share it with other people and they use it, then you make a small commission. And it's a great way to have another income. Many people today are looking at adding second streams of income, and many are looking at the health and wellness because that is on a high importance list for most people too, to keep their health in check in today's world. So it's a great opportunity to help people with their health and wellness, and also create that extra income if that's what you would like to do. So we always say start where you are comfortable, and contact the person who sent you here today. Or if it's me or Tracy, please let us know and we can get you started. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here today. And we usually have this every Wednesday. We have this is our 4th Wednesday. We are going to take the next 2 weeks off. So, because we're both going on vacations. And so we will resume back in 2 weeks. And if you have any questions at this time, feel free to let us know, and we would be happy to answer any questions.
Can I ask a question now, or are you taping? You want to
Yes.
stop taping? Okay. Energy, because I helped Rhonda sell a property, and for like, I feel great. So her energy level is amazing, and her strength. And I've been on it almost 2 months, and I definitely noticed had a lot of wrinkles. So seeing that person after a year, I'm really excited to see, what I'll look like in, another year.
Great. Thank you for sharing that, Wendy.
Thank you. I'll look forward to seeing your beautiful, youthful face too.
Okay.
You realize it in the morning. So
What?
I put it on again. Could you hear me?
You just put it on?
No. If I realized I left it on all night.
Right.
So in the morning, should I just leave it off for a day and then put it on?
Yes. That's the best thing to do. Just wait till the next day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's the difference in having it on your neck or your stomach?
Well, either spot will do, and some people put it directly on a pain spot, but I like using the one on the neck, especially if in the beginning, to bring down that inflammation. It's closer to the nervous system, the spine, the brain, and it will help with bringing that inflammation down quickly in the brain. If you have a lot of gut issues or hip issues, low back issues, sometimes the navel works good. But I usually have people start with the neck, and then after, a couple months, move to the, alternate. You can alternate between the spots.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. It was a great session. Thank you to both of you.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
All righty. So we are done.
Have a great vacation.